Hi everyone, my name is Kuldeep Chaurasya and I am a computer science teacher, and in this video lecture I am going to discuss you about the Quicksort algorithm. My email ID is kuldeepc42@gmail.com. So there are some prerequisites. You must have some basic knowledge of recursion. You must have studied that in your programming lessons. So what is the use of Quicksort algorithm? This algorithm is used to sort elements in ascending or descending order. Suppose I have given some numbers 9, 4, 6, 7, 8 and I call this S. S means set of integers. So these are randomly arranged now, and when I apply Quicksort on these elements, then these elements are sorted in ascending order 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually you can sort in ascending order or descending order, but in our case we will sort these elements in ascending order. Using Quicksort we can sort not only integers but floating point numbers, characters and other data. So this will be our approach of the lesson. First we will discuss Quicksort with some example, with some scenario, and when we will finish I will present you with the basic sketch of the Quicksort algorithm. Okay, now how Quicksort works. There are two basic steps which are performed again and again to sort the array. Step 1 is selection of pivot. Step 2 is rearranging elements around pivot. These two steps are not performed once but again and again until we have a sorted array. Now we discuss more about these steps. Now step 1, it is selection of pivot. Pivot is any element which is selected from the given set of element. Suppose we have some numbers, then we will select one of the element as pivot. Step 2 is rearranging elements around pivot. We have picked one of the element as pivot. Now we divide the remaining elements into two sets. Set 1 contains elements which are less than pivot. Set 2 contains elements which are greater than pivot. So what we do, we rearrange the elements such that pivot is in the center, elements which are less than pivot are to the left, and elements which are greater than pivot are to the right. So this is the example which we are going to discuss in this tutorial. We have some integers stored in an array. I call this S. S means set of elements. I will apply the algorithm Quicksort on this set S. Of course we are sorting the elements in ascending order. So when I apply the Quicksort algorithm, I get 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the ascending order. So now we are going to discuss how this sorting took place. So this is our task in hand. We have Quicksort algorithm which will sort the set S, and this is our set S. Is consist of integers 9, 4, 6, 7 and 8. So let's begin. This is pass 1. Every time I execute Quicksort algorithm I call it a pass. So this is the pass 1. Step 1, as you remember, it is selection of pivot. So we can select any element from the given set as pivot. So let us select 7 as pivot. I have highlighted it with blue color. 7 selected as pivot. Now the second step, as you remember, is rearranging elements around pivot. We divide the elements into two sets, S1 and S2. S1 contains elements which are less than pivot. So there are two elements 6 and 4 which are less than pivot. Set S2 contains elements which are greater than pivot. So there are two elements 9 and 8 which are greater than pivot. Thus we have now identified elements less than pivot, greater than pivot. Now we rearrange. So at first I put pivot 7 in the center. Then I put numbers less than pivot, which are 6 and 4, to the left. Then I put numbers greater than pivot to the right, which is 9 and 8. Now the order in which you put 6 and 4 does not matter. The only thing is that you have to put numbers less than pivot to the left and greater than pivot to the right. Whether 4 is first or 6 is first, it doesn't matter. Similarly here, 9 is first or 8 is first, it doesn't matter. The only thing which matters is if a number is less, it goes to the left, and if a number is greater, it goes to the right. So after each pass of quicksort, one element called pivot is moved to its correct position in the array. We selected one element, pivot, put it in its correct position in the array. So now this pivot will not move from its place. Its position is now fixed. Now what we have to do, we have to sort this section and then we have to sort this section. And if we sort this section and then we sort this section, then our complete array is sorted. So you can assume something from here, that in one pass we put one element pivot into its correct position. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more elements. So definitely we will be requiring 4 more passes of quicksort to put them into their correct positions. So this was our task we started with. Quicksort S. So is our task finished? Do we have sorted the set S? The answer is no. We have only completed a small portion of our task. And what we have completed? We have completed one pass and put one element into its correct position in the array. So what we have to do now? We have to now sort this set S1, which contains elements lesser than 7, and when this task is over, we have to quicksort S2, which contains elements greater than 7. So we have two new tasks to do now. First quicksort S1 and then quicksort S2. Before we move forward, let us discuss the basic nature of the quicksort algorithm. Quicksort is divide and conquer algorithm. A divide and conquer algorithm divides your problem into parts and solves those individual parts. So here in our case, we have one big set of numbers and we have divided that big set into two parts, S1 and S2. So now we have to sort S1 and then we have to sort S2. So what we have done, we have divided our problem into two parts, sorting S1 and sorting S2. So every time I will apply quicksort, I will divide my problem into two parts. So if we are given a problem, we divide it into two parts, then divide those two parts into four parts, then divide that each part into two parts, so we get 8 parts. So we divide, and a stage comes when we are not able to divide further. At that point we stop. The second property of quicksort is that it is recursive in nature. Now a recursive algorithm is defined in terms of itself. In very simple words, if we have defined some process and we are using that process again and again, then it is recursion. So I defined step 1 and step 2 and use that step 1 and step 2 to quicksort S. Now again, when I will do quicksort S1, I will use those same steps, step 1 and step 2 again. Similarly, when I quicksort S2, I will use those previously defined step 1 and step 2 again. Every time we apply recursion, we are solving a part of the problem which is smaller than the previous part. For example, in our case, S1 and S2 are two parts of our problem which are smaller as compared to S, which contains all the elements. But S1 and S2 contains only two elements. So every time we apply recursion, we are solving a part of the problem which is smaller than the previous part. The third property of Quicksort is that it is an in-place algorithm. Now, a in-place algorithm does not require any extra significant memory. In our case, we are given an array which stores all the elements. So whatever process of sorting we will apply, we will only use this array which is already given to us, which stores the element. We will not take any significant extra memory. So now let us proceed further with our discussion of example. We began our task Quicksort as and have put one element pivot into its correct position. Now I have to Quicksort S1, and when this task is over, I have to Quicksort S2. In other words, I can Quicksort S2 only when I complete Quicksort S1. The green color in this box shows that I have already begun this task Quicksort S, but this task is not complete. So I have put IC. IC stands for incomplete. So this task Quicksort S will complete when Quicksort S1 completes and then when Quicksort S2 completes. So if I complete Quicksort S1 and then Quicksort S2, then this task will be complete. My next task is Quicksort S1. So I begin pass 2 of Quicksort, and in this pass I will be sorting S1. When I Quicksort S1, I forget about all the other elements in the array. I will not cross my boundaries when I sort S1. Step 1, selection of pivot. I have selected pivot as 4. Step 2 is rearranging elements. I have created two new sets, S3 and S4. S3 contains set of elements less than pivot, no elements. S4 contains set of elements greater than pivot, only one element, 6. Now we have to rearrange the elements. When we rearrange, we fix the position of pivot. Elements which are less than pivot goes to left, and elements which are greater than pivot goes to right. I have highlighted this cell with green color. It denotes that this position of pivot is now fixed and this element will not move. Here you can see that we have no elements which are less than pivot. So this was our task Quicksort S1. Do we have sorted the set S1? Looks yes. Is our task finished? That is, my task Quicksort S1, is it finished? The answer is no. Now this may surprise you. If we have sorted the set S1, then our task is complete. But actually our task still is not complete. Let us see why. This is where we stand now. We have fixed the position of pivot. Elements which are less than pivot are to the left, and elements which are greater than pivot are to the right. At this point, we see that the elements 4 and 6 are in sorted order. But computers, they do not work like this. Computers cannot see. At this point, the computer only knows that the set S3 contains elements less than pivot. Whether S3 contains one element, two element, or no element is not known as this at this point. Similarly, set S4 contains how many elements is not known at this point. So what we have to do? We have to Quicksort S3 and then we have to Quicksort S4. So this is where we stand now. my task quicksort S1 is incomplete. To complete this task, I have to quicksort S3, and when this task is over, I have to quicksort S4. Before we proceed further, there is one rule which I would like to discuss with you. For any task, quicksort X, where X is any set, if set X contains 0 or 1 element, then we return and the task is complete. So my next task is quicksort S3. So we begin pass 3, quicksort S3. So when the program checks the set S3, it finds that there are no elements in S3. So there is no need to do anything further. So return and mark this task as complete. So I marks the task quicksort S3 as complete. C stands for complete, and I return to the parent task. The parent task was quicksort S1. So what I have to do now? I have completed the task quicksort S3. Now I have to perform the task quicksort S4. Again, when this task is performed, the program finds that there is only one element in S4, which is 6. So no need to do anything further. Single element is already sorted. So return and mark this task as complete. The color of this element 6 changes to green, which indicates that now the position of this element is fixed and this element will not move. So I have completed the task quicksort S4. So what I do, I return to the parent task. So I have completed the task quicksort S3, quicksort S4, and my array S1 is now sorted. So my task quicksort S1 is now complete, and what I do, I return to the parent task. So this is where I stands. The elements marked green are now sorted, and these elements which are in set S2 needs to be sorted. So my next task is to quicksort S2. Let us begin the pass 5 quicksort S2. So when I sort S2, I forget about all the other elements. Step 1 is selection of pivot. I have selected pivot as 8. Step 2 is rearranging elements around pivot. So I have two new sets, S5 and S6. S5 is set of elements less than pivot, so there are no elements. S6 is set of elements greater than pivot. There is only one element, 9. So now we rearrange. So I have put the pivot in the center. Elements which are less than pivot goes to left, and element which are greater than pivot goes to right. So my next task is to quicksort S5, and when this task is over, I have to quicksort S6. You must remember that set S5 does not contains any elements, i.e. that is a null set. So my next task is to quicksort S5. Again we see that there are no elements in set S5. So we do not need to do anything further. So return, and this task is complete. So I have marked the quicksort S5 task complete, and I return to the parent task quicksort S2. My next task is to quicksort S6. From this diagram you can see that set S6 contains only one element, which is 9. So our next task is to quicksort S6. So there is only one element, which is 9. we do not need to do anything further. So return, and this task is complete. So I have marked the task Quicksort S6 as complete, and I return to the parent task, which is Quicksort S2. So I have completed Quicksort S5 and Quicksort S6. Here you can see that I have highlighted the element 9 with green color, which shows that now the position of this element is fixed and it will not move. So I have completed Quicksort S5 and Quicksort S6. So this task Quicksort S2 is now complete. So what I do, I return to the parent's task, which is Quicksort S. Again you can see that I have completed Quicksort S1 and Quicksort S2. So my task Quicksort S is now complete. Again you see that I have marked this task Quicksort S as complete. So my all tasks are complete, and finally we will have the sorted array. So you can see we have completed Quicksort S1. Now we have completed Quicksort S2. We have sorted elements here and we have sorted elements here. So my complete array is now in sorted order. So finally my task, which was Quicksort S, is complete. Now I will present you the abstract version of the Quicksort algorithm. I have tried to hide the details but only present essential concepts in this algorithm. If you have understood the process which we have followed till now, then it will be very easy to you to understand this algorithm. So this is the first step. I have created a method Quicksort which takes as an argument a set S of elements. You can assume S to be a set or to be an array which stores your element. In either way, the algorithm gives the same result. So your first step is to check that how many elements are in your set S. If your set S contains no element or it contains one element, then you do not need to sort it. So what you have to do, you have to return. Otherwise, if your set contains more than one element, which means 2 element, 3 element or 4 element, then you need to sort it. So our first step was pick any element P from set S as pivot, then partition the remaining element from set S into two disjoint groups, S1 and S2, such that S1 contains element less than pivot and S2 contains element greater than pivot. Rearrange element so that pivot is in the middle. All elements in set S1 are on the left of pivot and all elements in set S2 are on the right of pivot. So we rearrange, put elements which are less to the left, put elements which are greater to the right. So the next step is to sort the set S1. So apply Quicksort algorithm on set S1. When this is over, apply Quicksort algorithm on set S2. So after these two steps, set S1 will be in sorted order, set S2 will be in sorted order. So our set S will be in sorted order. So our whole process ends and we return. From here you can see that we have divided our set S into two parts, S1 and S2. So that is why Quicksort is called a divide and conquer algorithm. From the last two steps, you see that we use the same algorithm Quicksort which we have defined above to sort S1 and S2. That is why Quicksort is called a recursive algorithm. So these are the references and further readings. These are the two books which I have referred. The first is Mark Allen Weiss, Data Structures and Algorithm Analysis in C, and the second is Aho, Hopcroft and Ulban, Data Structures and Algorithm. Both the books present very good details of the Quicksort algorithm. I will definitely recommend you to study Quicksort in depth using the above two textbooks. In our later lectures, we will have a detailed discussion of Quicksort. We will see how we can select a good pivot, and we will also discuss the process of rearranging elements around pivot. We will discuss how to handle the duplicates. Then I will present you a simple but not efficient program of Quicksort in C. Later, I will also present you a slightly more complex but a good program of Quicksort in C language. Finally, we will have the time complexity analysis of Quicksort. So thank you.